Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, continuing Morphonomical Week. That means today we are going to be reviewing the yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, Trini. Take a look at this bad girl right here. Now, a little information about Trini. Trini was given the saber-toothed tiger yellow dino coin from Zordon and became the first yellow Power Ranger. The yellow Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Now, Trini was from the team from the very beginning, one of the original 5 team members. And it's pretty sad because Trini was probably the character that got the least character development. However, that's not to say she didn't get any. Trini was definitely considered the backbone of the team, the support of the team, the tie that kept them all together. Because, you know, Jason was friends with Zach, but, you know, he wasn't friends with any others, or, you know, Billy was friends with Trini, but not with anyone else, and, you know, Kimberly was friends with Trini, but not really anyone else, but it wasn't until Trini came along that, you know, all of them kind of got tied together. In addition to that, she's kind of moral support for the team. Whenever there's a hard decision for the team, or a team member in particular, she would be there to support them and guide them through the right decisions. So she was really kind of the conscience of the team. Trini stayed with the Power Rangers for a good amount of time, up until her, Jason, and Zach were called away on that peace retreat mission conference thingamajiggy. I don't exactly remember the right term for it, but she got called away with the other Rangers, and that's the last we see of Trini. Trini gives the mantle of Yellow Ranger onto Aisha, which I have to say was actually a pretty good replacement. Where the replacement Rangers, Aisha, Adam, and Rocky, I like them. Like, I love Adam, and I liked Aisha. Rocky I was a little iffy about, mostly because, you know, how can you top Jason as Red Ranger? You can't. So, but I liked Rocky as a Blue Zeta Ranger, but the replacement Rangers were kind of hard to get used to, but Aisha was a pretty good replacement Ranger. Probably because she had a little bit more development than Trini did. Like I said, it's pretty sad because Trini got the least development out of all the Rangers. But like I said, Trini passed on the mantle of the Yellow Ranger onto Aisha, and it's commonly theorized and almost supported that Trini, along with Zach, Jason, kept the original Dino coins while Aisha, Rocky, and Adam got copies. This is supported by the fact that Jason was able to morph into the Red Mighty Morphin Power Ranger and Forever Red. That's the last we see of Trini, and that's the last we'll ever see of Trini because the actress, God bless her soul, unfortunately passed away some time ago. I forget exactly when. I think it was 2002. I could be wrong. But the actress that played Trini passed away in a car accident with another actor, and pretty sad. But she was a pretty good actress, too. Despite the fact that the role didn't give her much to work with, she did a good job with what she was given. So, that's the last we see of Trini. Nothing's really heard from her then. So, on to powers and ability-wise. Trini, like all the other Rangers, gets the standard strength, speed, and durability upgrades that comes with being a Power Ranger. She also gets the standard Ranger blaster/blade weapon, but that really doesn't matter because she gets her power daggers. So what's the point of having the blade weapon when you have 2 power daggers? I don't know. But whatever. So, Trini has the power daggers, which were kind of almost one of the cooler power weapons. Yeah, sure, they're kind of small, but you get 2 of them. So, she gets those. She is a fairly good martial artist. I'm not exactly sure what kind of martial arts she takes. I know she does Tai Chi, but that's not really martial arts, that's more breathing exercise. Although, it could be considered martial arts. Really depends on whose opinion on it, because, as you guys know, I'm a big martial artist, and everyone has different definitions for different things. So, I'm not exactly sure what Trini's formal background training. She's not quite as good as, say, Zach, or Jason, or Tommy, but she's definitely better than Kimberly or Billy. But she's a more calm, serene fighter than the other ones. She has command over the saber-toothed tiger Dinozord and the Griffin Thunderzord. So those are her Zords she has command over, and that's really all of her powers and abilities. So that's what you need to know about Trini. Fairly good character. It's a shame because she really doesn't get the attention that she probably deserves. I mean, she was probably overshadowed by Kimberly a lot. And let's face it, say what you want, but Kimberly was an immensely popular character, especially for a female character. You know, living up or being in the shadow of Kimberly was probably hard for Trini herself as a character. Aisha did a little bit better because I think Aisha was a little bit better of a character. But, yeah, so with that said, let's get into the figure itself. Let me just say right off the bat, I really love this Yellow Ranger figure. Let's just say right off the bat, it looks like a girl. The Yellow Ranger in the show had the stigma, the fact that the Sentai version was actually a man. So if you look at the show, it's actually a male body in the Yellow Ranger, which I never noticed as a kid. It wasn't until I got older and I started to get back into Power Rangers when I was like 15 or 16 that I really started to notice that. I'm like, that's a dude's body. Oh my god, Trini has a penis? But no, don't worry. Trini actually has a female body, which is very nice. They kind of tried to incorporate that later with Aisha, but the reason why they did that is because, well, they ran out of Sentai footage. But I really like the fact that they have a female body. Now, this figure is absolutely beautiful. It presents itself better than the Pink Ranger figure does. It's more balanced. It has more articulation. It has the standard articulation that the male Rangers do have with all the different areas. And the females tend to have better articulation in the head, but not by much. She holds her weapons very nice, and she can be displayed with her weapons very nice. Let me see if I can get her into a pose. In addition to that, the gun goes into her holster pretty well. And she holds her gun probably as well as, say, Kimberly does, but, I mean, look at that. You can do some dynamic poses with this girl. She's just a fantastic-looking figure. Fantastic-looking figure. And like I said, I really like the fact that they gave her a feminine body. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't, but, you know, if you grew up with Power Rangers like I did back in the day, all the figures had male bodies, even the Pink Ranger, and it really bothered the shit out of me. You know, I can say how old I am. I'm 22 years old, so I kind of remember the Rangers back in the day. Wow, I am 22. Pretty bad. But I grew up with the Rangers, and the Yellow Ranger having a male body always bothered me, and the Pink Ranger having a male body for the figures bothered me too. But I really think this is probably one of the better figures of the line, even though this won't be one of the more popular figures, because the Yellow Ranger wasn't one of the more popular Rangers. But I definitely recommend picking this up. I have no complaints about this figure at all. I think it looks good. I think it displays very nicely. Better than some of the other Ranger figures. And on the whole, it's just a very nice figure, and I do recommend picking this up. Trini as a character, you know, she had potential, but they really didn't do much with her. Again, I think a lot of that was overshadowed by the fact that Kimberly was a far more popular character, but Aisha did a pretty good job as the Yellow Ranger, but poor Trini, you know, God bless the actress's soul, passed away, terrible accident, but Yellow Ranger was a decent character, and, you know, she's a good-looking figure, and I do recommend picking this up. I recommend this being one of the first figures you pick up. This was actually one of the last ones. This and Billy, the Blue Ranger, were the last figures that I got, but good figure, great poses. You can do a lot with her. So, with that said, I'm going to end this review here until tomorrow when we continue More Phenomenal Week. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.